So this is a quick demonstration of how to use the Collisions higher education software to build Lewis dot structures. So on this main menu, I'm going to click Lewis dot structures. It'll zoom me in. Now I can play the game that teaches me how to use the system, or I can select the sandbox. If I select the sandbox, basically there's no rules. I have a collection of elements up here that I can use to build Lewis dot structures. My first example is carbon, so I'm going to grab a carbon atom and drag it down into the surface or the workspace. Now I'll see that I have 4 valence electrons, but they're only in 3 regions. I would like to split this pair up, so I double click, and now I have 4 singlet electrons waiting on 4 regions. So if I want carbon, but also that bonded to bromine, which is here, I need 4 bromine to do that. So I'm going to grab 4 examples of my bromine. And at this point, I can rotate the valence electrons around my carbon. So I'm going to line it up, bring a bromine into my carbon, and when the 2 electrons come close enough, I can form a bond. And so this just becomes an exercise in bonding 4 bromines with 7 valence electrons with a carbon. And so now bromine has 8 electrons around it. It forms the octet rule and noble gas configuration all the way around, and I have 8 electrons around the carbon. I can check here, and the computer will go, hey, everything's green, and then give me a Vesper model as well. Now, in order to complete my homework, I'm going to grab this, bring it back to the board so that I can take a screenshot or print screen of my molecule. Once I've got a screenshot of the carbon bromine 4, so carbon tetrabromide, I'm going to paste it here. And the structure is what I'm interested in, but the rest of the black is kind of meaningless to me. So I'm going to highlight that picture and go to the crop application, and I'm going to cut away most of this picture that doesn't have any meaningful information in it. When I hit enter, I have just the Lewis dot that I would like for carbon bromine 4 or carbon tetrabromide.